Greetings gamers and welcome back to another episode of Retro Raider. My name is Johnny Retro and today I'm going to share with you guys the games that I've been playing recently. Yeah, I really enjoyed this segment on the show because it's just another opportunity for me to talk about video games with you guys. And I've been on a diet between modern games and retro games. So let's start with the modern games on my PlayStation 5, and what I've been doing is I've been taking a lot of advantages to the thanks to the PS Plus. So what I'm doing is that I'm playing my backlog or games that I missed from the previous generation, PlayStation 4 in my case. One exclusive that I haven't played until now, and I already finished the game. I'm talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, first of all, why didn't I play this game when it was first released? It's not that the game didn't appeal to me. I think it was more due to the theme maybe. The game looks beautiful. I really enjoy open world games and role-playing games. But I think that the post-apocalyptic slash futuristic vibe to the game didn't appeal to me back in the day. But I mean, Horizon Forbidden West is on the horizon. And I just had to play the game. I said to myself, it's time, I need to play Horizon Zero Dawn. Which I did. I finished the game, I played the DLC, everything. So, my thoughts on the game were, first of all, did I enjoy the game? Did I had fun with the game? I did. I totally did. Yeah, the game is just beautiful. It's an amazing, good looking game. And the gameplay mechanics are very, very fun. And that's the reason, and I'm not hating on the game, guys. That was the reason why I finished the game and I played it just straight on from start to finish. I poured a lot of hours into the game, but I focused mainly on the main story. What kept me going was indeed the gameplay. The story for me was kinda generic within the theme, although I think that the characters are really, really good. I honestly think that the characters are better than the story. But my honest opinion, and this might sound a little bit controversial and even a contradiction from my part, because again, I do enjoy open world video games. But I think that Horizon Zero Dawn would benefit a lot if it wasn't open world. The reason for that is because, exploring for me, aside from, the sightseeing, so to speak, is a little bit boring. It's very repetitive. Again, it's this world between, futuristic and tribal. It's, a post-apocalyptic game or a post-apocalyptic environment. But, when it comes to side quests, again, it's very repetitive for me. And overall, it feels a little bit empty. And I'm talking about the actual world. I'm not talking about, the characters, side characters or NPCs or anything like that. I'm talking about the actual world that was built for us. Yeah, it just feels a little bit empty for me. But again, I had a lot of fun and the gameplay is awesome. Am I going to play Horizon Forbidden West? I am, for sure. But it's not going to be a one-day purchase for me. The second game or games that I'm currently playing, and this one I bought the physical version. I'm finally getting into the Mafia trilogy. I have a lot of friends that said to me, dude, we know that you're a huge GTA fan and you like to explore, GTA clones, so you really need to play the Mafia series. Now, in the series defense, is it a GTA clone? Okay, here's the thing. I didn't play the original Mafia game back in the day on the PS2, but no questions. I mean, that game grabbed, a little bit of the spotlight, from games like GTA 3, of course, and it was a different option for a crime simulator game, if you will. But here I'm playing the definitive edition, so I'm playing the remake of Mafia 1 and the definitive edition of Mafia 2 and Mafia 3. With all of the DLCs, enhancements, etc. So out of the box, let's just take this out of the way. The graphics are incredible, especially on the first game, and this was the one that I finished. I'm pretty close to finish Mafia 2 now. And I will dare to make this comparison between Mafia and GTA. So, what do we have in both scenarios? GTA is more open world in the sense that Mafia is kind of a false open world environment. We do have the city to explore, we can go anywhere, we can rob cars, etc. However, the game isn't presented, or it doesn't play like an open world environment. Because for you that still haven't played or jumped into the series, and I'm not going to give you guys any spoilers, it's a much more linear and short game. Again, even though you have this huge, massive, and very detailed city, you can explore just, for exploration purposes. You don't have like, side quests, you have a couple of collectibles, yes, and can get new cars and stuff like that, but it's not like GTA. Police chasing is a big part in these type of games, right? GTA is just mayhem. In Mafia, let's say that it feels more real, and I think that it makes sense. It might not be as fun, again, if you like chaos and mayhem, but if we're focusing on the theme and the story, it makes sense to be like this, more real in the Mafia series. Again, you can exceed your, driving speed. You have to be very careful when you have, the way you behave when you have cops around you. And getting away from cops, it actually feels more difficult and again more real. And it's exciting. And when it happens, it kind of feels special. So it's not one of those games, again, like GTA, where you can just, plug and play, so to speak, and just explore everything. This is a game for gamers that want an open world environment, yes, but that want a game more story focused or story driven. And story is the strong point in Mafia, because the story is amazing. I really, really enjoy the characters. I love their backgrounds. Again, I love the main plot. On the first Mafia game, it really feels like an early 30s Mafia environment. It has that, even though it is not during the 30s, but it definitely has that, Godfather vibe to it. You have the classic cars, the radio is awesome because, the music that you listen to are from that era. You have the Tommy guns, you have the hats, you have the clothing. I think that it is really, really spot on. And just as a contrast, it really feels like you're playing a role in a movie. Voice acting is also superb. I would dare to say that it is one of the best voice actings that I've ever listened to on a video game. So yeah, if you're looking for a more, streamlined alternative to GTA, in this case to GTA 5, I think that you will love the Mafia series. I'm having a blast with this trilogy. And just a quick shout out, guys, if you're from Portugal, now I'm not being advertising or anything like that, but I think that this trilogy goes for 59.99 euros. But if you go to Mania, it's where I bought the game online store, you can get the trilogy brand new, of course, for 35 euros plus shipping. So I'll leave a link down below because I think that is a great deal. Now, retro games. I've been digging through a lot of my SEGA stuff. I want to mention again, I mentioned this game on my last video, Hyperion Heist. Yeah, I told on my previous video that I got Hyperion Heist for a very, very nice deal. We all know that, unfortunately, this is kind of an expensive game these days. And last weekend, I did finish the game for the first time on the real hardware. I did play it on emulation, but I finished the game on a real SEGA Mega Drive. For the very first time, and I played co-op with my sister-in-law. And now during this week, I've beaten the game again on single-player mode. And on the last video, I did this comparison between Hyperion Heist and Turtles in Time, which we all do. And unfortunately, I don't own a copy of Turtles in Time, but I do own a hacked SNES Classic. So what I did was, I put the ROM there just for a comparison. And yeah, it was not my first time playing Turtles in Time, but I haven't played this game in a very long time. And I have to be honest, the game is better. Better graphics, better animations. I just love the fact that you can throw enemies at the screen. Although on Hyperion's Heist Defense, these are, or at least feel like, different games. So no matter which one you play it, if you never played Hyperion Heist or Turtles in Time, please give both of these games a chance. Still on the Mega Drive, again, the last video I've shown you guys a really interesting pack of a Mega Drive 2 model from Toys R Us, right? And this was the multi-cart that came with the bundle. Really nice multi-cart. I bet that a lot of you guys that had the Mega Drive Model 2 back in the day. Really cool compilation. We have Sega Soccer, we have Columns, Super Monaco GP, Revenge of Shinobi, Sonic 1, and the own and only Streets of Rage. And I just totally forgot that I had this. I grabbed my copy of Mega Games 6. But as you can see, this is a different cartridge, and it also has a different library here. What we have is World Cup Italy, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, The Revenge of Shinobi again, Super Hang-On, and Columns. So yeah, World Cup Italy and Sega Soccer. Pretty much the same thing, but the reason why I'm picking this is that I went to try these out, right? Once again, I replayed a couple of these games, you know, just for fun, just for recreation, and you know, it's that thing. The Sega Mega Drive has an amazing library. You know, that's why, you know, as nostalgia or reminiscence, the good old console wars, the 16-bit era console war, it's kind of fun. It was fun back in the day, even though me personally, I didn't live, you know, through the whole thing. I just got it, you know, at the end of it, you know, before the release of the, you know, Saturn and PS1. But I think that, you know, nowadays, it's kind of a pointless war because both systems are really, really amazing. And even though on paper, the Super Nintendo could be or should be more appealing to me because, you know, I'm a huge JRPG fan, as you guys know. And yes, for 16-bit old school RPGs, again, for me, this is truly the golden era of RPGs, hands down. The Super Nintendo or the Super Famicom is just paradise. It totally is. But I mean, there's something special about the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis library. And the more I play it, the more I explore it, I love it more and more every time. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with my good old Sega Mega Drive. So yeah, guys, these are the games. This has been my current diet of gaming. And please let me know down below what recent games have you guys been playing. And also let me know, just for fun and with no spoilers, because again, I still haven't beaten the Mafia trilogy. What do you think about these games? What do you think about Horizon Zero Dawn? What do you think about the Mafia series? Is it a GTA clone? Is it not a GTA clone? And please share your love with the Sega Mega Drive library and just point out down below your favorite Sega Mega Drive games or Sega Genesis. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have the extra time, feel free to follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'll see you soon, guys. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of the gaming community, and game a lot.